Hey, I'm Dr. Tartt. I have an open invitation for all single supermoms out there raising boys who are high school age. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Well, let me tell you the invitation. Look at your calendars and tell me what you're doing November 8th in the morning. I want to have brunch with you. That's right. I want to have brunch with roughly 30 to 40 single supermoms who are raising boys who are in high school. And what I'm going to cover is going to be have question and answer, so I can cater specifically to you. And the first part, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that moms must teach their sons to be successful. This is life or death information, especially in light of what's going on in Ferguson, Missouri. It is life or death. I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things that must be taught to your son for him to become a successful man. And once I tell you those things, it's going to spark a lot of dialogue. I'm going to talk to you about how to teach it, and then I'm going to take your question and answer. And of course, we're going to brunch. And I made this incredibly affordable to you. Okay, it's going to sell out quickly. It's already selling before I even post this video. So if you're interested, go ahead and sign up now. If you know other moms that want to come, go ahead and invite them out. You're going to be allowed to ask any question that you have specifically for your son. I'm going to answer it on the spot. I'm so excited. But I don't like to withhold tips. Let me give you a tip for any mom that's out there watching this right now. Here's one tip. Make sure that you raise your son to figure things out on his own. Problem solving. A lot of times when your son asks you, has a problem, you solve it. You go up to the school and help him to get on honor roll. You help solve a problem with a peer. I want you to continue to do that, but with a slight tweak. The first thing I want you to do is ask him how he would solve it. This is called scaffolding. Like a scaffold, when you're building something in New York on the streets, a lot of times you see scaffolds. So what you do, instead of telling him how to solve it or go solve it, ask him, well, how do you think that you should solve it? Most boys are going to say, I don't know. And then you kind of guide them to the answer. You'd say something like, well, if your grades are low, are there ways for you to figure out how you failed? Yes. Well, how do you think you should figure out how you failed? I don't know. Well, think about it. Maybe ask the teacher. You got it. All right. And then based on what the teacher says, what do you think you should do? Study more? How much more? You see what I'm saying? You're leading them. You're scaffolding. You're giving them just enough information for them to reach up and problem solve on their own. Now, why is that important? Because when your son leaves high school and goes on to college or work or military or junior college, wherever he's headed, if you solved all his problems, he's never developed problem-solving abilities on his own. And some of you are watching this right now because your son is still calling you, even though he's out of high school, or if you have a high school son, he asks you to solve everything. No, stop solving all of his problems. Challenge him to figure out how to solve them and just kind of guide him with a technique called scaffolding. Okay, that's just one of the many techniques I'm going to show you. But I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things. The 5 things are life or death. If you're not teaching your son this, we really are doing a disservice to him. And I understand this was not going to come naturally. When I read it, it surprised me, but it made sense once I saw that research. So, listen, when you empower the man, you empower the couple. When you empower the couple, you empower the family. When you empower the family, you empower the neighborhood, and you empower us as a people. So I'm going to help you to build men as moms. I know a lot of people say you need men to help you to do it. Yes, true. But if you had men helping you do it, it would be a lot easier. So at the end of the day, it's cool what people say, but at the end of the day, you need someone to tell you what to do. Because at the end of the day, when they're finished talking, you're still going to be there with your son, having to raise him, having to figure it out, and I'm going to make that process a lot easier, okay? This is going to sell out. Go ahead and get your tickets because it's only going to be brunch for, I think, 30 to 40 women so that it can be small and intimate, and I can make sure that I answer your personal questions and we can have a great time, okay? I'm Dr. Tartt, November 8th, 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. here in Atlanta. And I know you're asking if you're out of town. I am going to find a way for you to get this information. Just make sure that you join my email list at drtartt.com. That's drtartt.com. It's my first page. And I'll be able to show you how to get this information if you're outside of Atlanta. But I'd love to see you travel in so that we can have a wonderful brunch and I can help you with your son. I'm Dr. Tartt. Take care, God bless, and thank you for being a single supermom raising a boy in high school. God bless.